Can you try to explain to me the benefits of IB in comparison to A-levels?
But what's really special, I think, in today's market about the IB is the focus on applied learning.
You know, some say that MYP is a better match for DP.
Yeah.
Can you argue?
And that's an invaluable experience for our students that wouldn't necessarily happen in the same way with another program.
Hello friends. Today we arrived in the beautiful resort town of Montreux, Switzerland, to visit the famous St. George's International School and to meet one of its staff members, Emma. Emma turned out to be the ideal person to discuss topics like the benefits of the IB program and how to deal with exam stress. Why? Because she happened to be the head of the senior IB school at St. George's, where 93% of graduates receive offers from their first-choice universities, and 1 in 3 students is accepted into a Russell Group or Ivy League university. Let's introduce you to Emma.
Emma, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Head of the high school?
Head of the senior school, yes.
Senior school in St. George's International. So years 10, 11, 12 and 13.
Exactly, 10 to 13.
My 16-year-old daughter is on her last year of GCSEs in the UK.
It was a challenging year.
Very challenging year. But she's a hard worker.
That's good.
She's a hard worker, and we're choosing A-levels now.
Okay.
Because we are taking that route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you try to explain to me the benefits of IB in comparison to A-levels?
So the IB is an incredibly challenging program. You have to study for 6 subjects and a core as well, complete the core program. Diploma program was designed actually originally to allow access to all different university markets across the world, because it was originally designed for the children of UN parents, diplomats who would move their children around. Exactly. Yeah. So the birthplace of the IB is just down the road here in Geneva. And as such, it was designed with some core values in mind, the ideas of international mindedness. But what's really special, I think, in today's market about the IB is the focus on applied learning. So it's not just about learning material and then regurgitating it, but really learning it to a depth where you can then see the same concept in a completely different setting and apply your knowledge in order to solve a maths problem or a physics equation that you've never seen before. But by combining other bits of your learning, you're able to solve that problem. And I think in today's world, when we have lots of challenges that we face, it's so important that students learn that skill of being able to draw on knowledge from all different areas to then solve the problems that they face.
So it's a very practical approach.
Yes, it is there's a very applied approach and a practical approach to it, but also still that depth of knowledge. You need to have that core foundation and understand the subject in order to be able to then answer the question.
You can't go practical without the theory, right?
Yeah. And it does make the program very challenging, but also it gives access to top universities and courses around the world. And universities really understand and value the quality of the IB diploma program.
And where do your graduates mainly go to?
All over, honestly, all over. Yeah. We have 65 nationalities in the school, so that is represented in the university admissions as well. We have some students who go to Italy, to Bocconi, for example, or to the States, to the Ivy Leagues there, or to the Russell Groups in the UK. Increasingly, we're seeing a rise in popularity in European universities as well. There's some very dynamic courses on offer in the Netherlands, for example.
Yeah, some good engineering.
Yeah, some really, and lots of things around sustainability, for example, that are very interesting and that our students are looking towards. So lots of different options.
My friends, if you have any questions about education abroad, like how to apply or prepare your documents, Our specialists at Maryadi are here to help. With nearly 20 years of experience in educational consulting, we've built a reputation for quality and professionalism. Schedule your consultation today to get expert advice and personal guidance. Find the link in the description.
The structure, academic structure of the school, IGCSEs, progressing into IB program. You know, some say that MYP is a better match for DP.
Yeah.
Can you argue?
I feel quite strongly, actually, that the IGCSE is a better preparation in so much as it provides a level of content knowledge, as we were, comparing to A levels.
Yeah.
There's a requirement in a GCSE for a certain level of content knowledge that perhaps is not as necessary in the MYP program. The MYP program is designed with different aims in mind, but we feel that the rigor of the IGCSE program really pairs our students well for IB, so they've got a really strong foundational knowledge, and then we can really get into the application side of that very quickly.
So are you saying that GCSEs are more academically demanding?
I think that it depends on the course and the program as to how it functions, but I think that concept of a 2-year curriculum with an exam at the end of it is rigorous in itself. Yeah. And that reflects more accurately what the IB experience is like. As you will be experiencing with your daughter, this idea of now, okay, we've nearly finished covering our curriculum content, now it's all about preparing that exam strategy, doing the revision, and then we have an exam season, where you have to juggle the revision process through that. And that's an invaluable experience for our students that wouldn't necessarily happen in the same way with another program. And the IGCSEs as well offer us the flexibility to pick and choose which subjects that they are going to sit those external exams.
Well, there's some core and some you can select.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And so, for example, I had a student who approached me the other day, a new student who's just arrived, and he really wants to, he's already got a full timetable, but now he wants to add IGCSE music. And he was asking about the possibility of doing this on top of his already full timetable. So we're trying to work with him because he's a boarder, so we're trying to find some time for him to be able to manage to cover the curriculum adequately that we feel that he would be able to sit the IGCSE.
Have you noticed where my colleague Adi from Maryadi is chatting with Emma today? It's not her office, but a well-equipped, full of natural light science lab. But what about the rest of the school? You can find out for yourself by watching the full tour of St. George International School on our channel. The link to this video, along with other exciting content, is in the description. Don't forget to like the videos. It really motivates us to create more. Now let's dive in and learn some great tips on reducing exam anxiety.
My daughter gets really stressed sometimes. What recommendations you can give to my daughter? Not to be?
Yes, this is a classic recommendation. I think it's really important, and what we do a lot of work on well-being in school, and it's really important to first identify feelings, and often we don't think about describing those feelings, but I would encourage her to really identify, okay, you're feeling stressed. What sort of stress? Because there is such a thing as a positive stress as well that drives us to do better. But you need to be able to know the balance between, okay,
anxiety.
If it's an anxiety, then definitely I would urge her to see what the triggers are, what's making it worse, and then to take time to actively disconnect and look after herself. And
be more confident, because the knowledge is there. She's a very good student, but sometimes she gets that anxiety.
Confidence is another hard one to just have.
Click. And switch it on. I think it comes with consistency and practice, and this is something that I really emphasize with the students as well, is that you don't need to shine every day. It's not about being amazing all the time. The main actually real superheroes are the ones who keep getting up trying again. And that in itself is something to be celebrated and rewarded. And consistency is the thing that will make big change happen. So you can't become down. You can't become saddened when at first it doesn't all fall into place. You have to have that resilience to keep going, and so I also
good advice, very good advice.
Recommend also keeping gratitude journals. Gratitude journals are an important thing where you note down each day things that you're happy about or grateful for, and this helps to keep the focus on the positive. In our day, I think it's very difficult for young people to navigate all the messages that they are receiving constantly online, and so it's really important that they take control of that narrative and that they think carefully about what they are consuming. So that's something that we really try and help our students understand.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just learn from them.
Exactly.
Get up and move on.
The only failure is not trying at all. That's something that we all try and live by here.
St. George's International School is one of the top 5 IB schools in Switzerland, renowned for its academic excellence. Their educators recognize and respect each student's unique qualities and abilities, working tirelessly to help them reach their full potential through stimulating and engaging learning experiences both in and out of the classroom. They are also committed to fostering an inclusive educational environment, ensuring that everyone, regardless of physical, social, emotional, mental, linguistic, or other differences, has the opportunity to learn and thrive at the school.
Are you the one who actually selects teachers for your upper school?
I'm part of the interview process, yes.
The reason I'm asking is the St. George's International School is famous for its teaching staff, highly qualified and highly motivated. And this information is coming from students. You know, it's not just like live feedbacks, you know, from our students. We're student recruitment agents. They love the teachers here. Well, so what's the magic? How do you do it?
I think there's 2 parts to this. Firstly, we look for teachers who are passionate about their subject, who genuinely believe in the power of their subject to transform lives at the core of what they do. And then, you know, if the teacher believes that, everything else falls into place because they want their students to get the best. So that's why our teachers go above and beyond, because no matter who the child is, they want them to understand the passion that they feel for their subject. And, you know, that's something that I feel. My background is as an English teacher, so I feel in the same way that I want all my students to walk away with a critical ability to analyse the things that they read and the material that they're exposed to, and be able to express themselves as well in a way that reflects well on them. So that's the first thing that we look for. The second thing is that we are a community, and the teachers are part of that. And the teachers, you know, many of them have children here, their own children in the school, and there is a sort of special bond that then helps to drive that quality of teaching, because they genuinely care about the whole student, not just what they do in their classroom, but also how they're doing across all their subjects.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you.
And best of luck with everything, and have a nice weekend. Saturday.
Thank you. Yes.
Any good plans?
Nothing.
Going out?
Maybe a hike in the mountains, maybe.
Oh, you do?
We'll see,
okay, yes, but the weather is a bit unstable.
It's a bit unstable, but you take a raincoat and it's all okay.
Are you from UK?
No, I was actually. I'm a bit like the students. My parents are British, but I was born in Switzerland. Lived in the States for 6 years. Lived in France for a few years as well.
So international.
So I actually only moved to the UK as an adult, because I thought, well, I should go and find out what this country is like that I have a passport for. So.
And you came back here.
And then I came back here. Okay. But yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dear viewers, please share your thoughts on the benefits of the IB program and Emma's advice. Maybe you know other effective ways to deal with exam stress? Share them in the comments. We'd love to read them. Repost this video, give it a like, and visit us again. See you soon.